Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello everyone. In this video, my group and I will be presenting on human and computer interaction. Before we begin, let me take a moment to introduce ourselves. My name is Ryan Dava Alif and I will be your moderator for this presentation.
My name is Randy.
And my name Kakak Putra.
Right. What is human and computer interaction? The field of human-computer interaction is the study of designing, evaluating, and implementing interactive computer systems so that they can be easily used by humans. The definition of interaction is two-way communication between humans, users, and computer systems. The definition of human-computer interaction is a relationship between humans and computers that has certain characteristics to achieve a certain goal by running a system disguised as an interface. Next slide. Computer working principles. There's input and then process and then output. Humans interact through screens or and monitors and input devices like keyboard, mouse, etc. Users are generally focused on the monitor and rarely notice the interaction process. People only become aware of this interaction process when they encounter a problem and can't find a solution. People usually blame the interface for being less innovative, less engaging, or less communicative. Interaction can be said to be a dialogue between the user and the computer. Models or types of interaction include command line interface like Unix, Linux, terminal, and MS-DOS, menu, flat menu, and pull-down or drop-down menu, natural language like Gemini, ChatGPT, Grok, Blackbox, Copilot, etc., form fields and spreadsheets like Excel, Google Form, etc., and WIMP like Microsoft Windows and macOS. So now I'm going to demonstrate you the models or types of interaction. Only going to be demonstrating three of them, which is command line interface, menu, and natural language. Alright, so the first one, command line interface, I'm going to use the terminal in Windows as an example. So to open the terminal in Windows, you must press Windows plus R at the same time, and it will show a run, and then you need to type CMD in order for terminal to show. You press OK. Now this is the terminal. So you interact, not interact. So the terminal, you can only interact with it with some commands. Like I'm going to give you an example like this one. So what this command does, it will show you a list of files in the directory. So if I press enter, it will show you the files. See, display a list of files and subdirectories in a directory. So it will show you every file in your Right, so the next one is menu, flat menu and pull down menu. So in an application or a website, there will always be a menu. So this is the flat menu. I'm gonna be using Canva as an example, right? So this is the flat menu, and to show the pull down menu, you press it, and this is the pull down menu because it goes down. Quite simple, right? Or drop down, I guess. Right, so next up is a natural language. You can use any chatbot for this one, but I'm going to be using Copilot as an example. So natural language, yeah, you can literally interact with the bot with any language. I can interact with it with Indonesian, I can interact with it with English, literally any language. See, so if I type hello, can you give me a workout plan, the bot will give you an answer, got it. Before I put together a workout plan, I need to know a bit more about your goals. So, if you give them more details, the bot will give you a clear answer for your needs. You can also interact with other languages. So, if I say with my mother language, oke, berat badan aku 69 kilogram dan tinggi saya 170 cm. Tolong berikan jadwal yang cocok untuk kehidupan. No, bukan. Tolong berikan jadwal yang sesuai dengan jadwal kampus saya. See, and it will give you an example. No, an example, a good workout plan. See, and it will answer with the language that you typed. Alright, and that's it for my demonstration. Fields of study or science that are involved. To create a good interface requires an understanding of several fields of science, including electronics engineering and computer science. They provide a framework for designing HCI systems, psychology, understanding user traits and habits, perception and cognitive processing, motor skills. Graphic design and typography helps with making the interface easier to look, read, and understand visually. Ergonomics relates to the physical aspects of a comfortable work environment. Anthropology helps with understanding on how a group of people work and interact in a particular social or cultural environment. Linguistics helps with the usage of languages so that the computer understands what the user wants. Example, graphical language, natural language, menu language, or command language. Sociology, ensuring that technology integration does not create unintended negative impacts on the work and social lives of its users.
Oke, main principles of interface design. The following are some of the main principles for designing a good interface, taking into account human and computer characteristics. Number one, user compatibility. The interface is the match of a system or a gateway into the system. Realism in a software application. Example, application for children. Use large icon, bright colors, and minimal text so they are easy to understand. Jadi penjelasan dari user compatibility berarti desain antarmuka harus menyesuaikan siapa penggunanya. Contohnya seperti aplikasi Duolingo. Aplikasi Duolingo menggunakan warna cerah, ilustrasi lucu, dan navigasi sederhana karena target utamanya adalah pelajar dan anak-anak. Hal ini membuat pengguna merasa nyaman dan tidak bingung saat menggunakan aplikasi. Jadi bisa dilihat di samping kanan bahwasanya aplikasi Duolingo itu memiliki tampilan desain UI yang sangat memudahkan untuk para user mengerti dan memahami cara penggunaannya. Karena dalam aplikasi Duolingo itu memiliki banyak icon menu yang besar dan warna yang sangat menarik dan minimal banget teks pada aplikasi Duolingo. Jadi aplikasi Duolingo ini adalah salah satu contoh aplikasi yang mudah dan sangat user friendly bagi anak-anak. Number two, product compatibility. An application with an interface, if a max must be consistent with the original system. Example, Shopee app has a consistent design with its website, including its signature orange color, shopping cart icon, and menu layout. This consistency helps users adapt easily because the interface feel familiar across platforms. Penjelasan dari arti produk capability berarti tampilan dan pengalaman pengguna harus sama di berbagai platform seperti mobile dan juga website. Konsistensi ini membantu pengguna cepat beradaptasi karena tampilannya terasa familiar sehingga pengguna tidak perlu belajar ulang cara menggunakan aplikasi tersebut. Jadi contoh yang saya ambil adalah aplikasi Shopee. Bisa dilihat di sebelah kiri. Aplikasi Shopee di sebelah kiri adalah aplikasi pada tampilan mobile yang berada di handphone. Dan juga ada di tengah saya ini yaitu contoh dari tampilan website pada Shopee. Pada kedua tampilan ini terlihat sangat berbeda, tetapi Shopee tetap menaruh sebuah ciri khasnya yaitu warna orange yang merupakan ciri khas Shopee dan juga menu layout yang sama seperti mobile di kedua contoh ini yang membantu para user itu tidak kebingungan dalam menggunakan aplikasi Shopee tersebut. Number 3, text compatibility. An application with an interface at its max must be able to help user compatible their text. Example, Google Docs has a simple interface with easily accessible buttons such as under, bold, italic, and shell, making it easy for user to write and edit without confusion. Pada penjelasan teks compatibility ini, menekankan bahwa desain harus mendukung aktivitas utama pengguna. Pada Google Docs, pengguna dapat langsung mengetik, mengedit, dan berbagi dokumen tanpa bingung karena fitur penting ditampilkan secara jelas dan mudah dijangkau. Jadi contohnya bisa dilihat di sebelah kiri bahwasanya tampilan Google Docs itu sangat simpel yang memudahkan user untuk cepat menggunakan aplikasi ini tanpa kebingungan. Dan bisa dilihat di sebelah kanan bahwasanya Google Docs itu memiliki sebuah fitur yang sangat membantu untuk user, yaitu dia bisa meng-save sebuah dokumen tanpa kita harus meng-save secara mandiri. Jadi ini sangat memudahkan untuk user menggunakan Google Docs dalam pekerjaannya. Number 4, simplicity. A simple interface does not necessarily mean that having many menus makes it a good one. Simplicity in this context refers to being clear, concise, and easy to navigate without unnecessary complexity or filter. Example, an application like Google Search has a simple interface displaying only a search bar and a few main buttons. Although it has many features, the layout remains clean, concise, and easy to use. Pada prinsip simplicity ini bertujuan mengurangi kebingungan pengguna. Walaupun Google Search memiliki banyak fitur, tetapi tetap bersih dan fokus pada fungsi utama, yaitu mencari informasi. Ini membuat user cepat memahami dan nyaman saat menggunakannya. Jadi bisa dilihat di sebelah kiri, itu adalah tampilan dari Google, yang dimana Google memang memiliki banyak menu layout, terutama ada menu telusuri dengan voice dan juga ada Google Lens, juga ada Google Model AI, dan juga ada News. Jadi walaupun banyak menu layout di dalam Google ini, tetapi Google tetap memberi sebuah UI yang memudahkan user untuk cepat mencari tujuan utama daripada Google, yaitu search bar-nya. Nah, salah satunya adalah di tengah ini, yang saya di contoh di tengah, itu ada search bar yang dimana itu memudahkan untuk para user cepat mencari sebuah informasi, walaupun di situ banyak menu layout yang disediakan oleh Google, tetapi Google tetap memberi UI dan tampilan kepada user agar user cepat dan mudah memahami cara menggunakan Google ini. Next.
Ya. Terus yang ke ini function memory. Belum. Itu ya. Oh ya, benar.
Oke.
Yeah, for the next function of memory. Sensor memory function as a buffer to receive stimuli from distance. Consists of three channels: iconic, visual, iconic, sound, and the haptic touch. Only information that notice is passed on the short-term memory. Short-term memory function as temporary storage plus for information that's needed as data. Memory can be accessed quickly, 70 milli per second, erased quickly, 200 milli per second. Based on the research, humans have the ability to remember 7 to 9 digits. Long-term memory. This memory is needed to store information for a long period of time. It is a place to store our knowledge, facts, information, experience, behavioral skills, and everything else known. Large or unlimited capacity, slow access speed, slow detection process. Next. The next slide, computer profile. A computer consists of several devices that interact with each other for various purposes. Input device, writing and coding; output device, screen and sound; the memory, RAM and hard disk; the processor, processing speed and network. Computer play a role in a running program. There are two fundamental differences in interaction. Batch, a set of data read or processed by machine, and the human role in this case is small. Only minimal user interaction or inference. Interactive, when the user controls something all time or at any time. Next. And the text input keyboard. A basic tool for entering data and comments, letters, number, symbol. Speech recognition converts human speech or voice into digital text. Handwriting recognition converts handwriting on touchscreen or pad into digital text. Pointing device, mouse, control the cursor by detecting a movement on the flat surface. A joystick, a lever used to control object, often in game or simulation. And the output, computer screen, display the result of data processing in visual form, image, text, and graphic. And the printer prints digital data into paper. The next slide is interaction framework. When it a framework to maintain continually and general outlook Donald Norman framework. Use set goals, promote goals or derive, command or action, specification on the interface, execute commands or action, understand system commands, translate system commands, test the commands in the system to see if they are allowed within the objective. Nervous model focus on the user perspective on the inference, leading to development of the above at Bill model. Next. In the Bot and Bill model, an interaction involves four paths: user, input, system, and output. Interactions require a translator. Problems arise in the inference that understand X other language. A user translates their detector the inference, where the results are displayed on the screen and captured by the user. A general framework for the understanding interaction does does not have the corporate system. It defines all components influence, has common assessment of system, and is a robust. Next, for the last slide, ergonomic. The science that studies physical characteristics in the interaction. Among them are control display settings, such as grouping controls based on function, frequency of the or sequence, work environment, for example, stability goals have based on a user level, health, for example, physical condition, environmental condition, temperature, humidity, lighting and noise, use of control, for example, red for warning, green for OK, also consider color blindness. Ergonomic is good defining standard and guidelines that limit how we design certain aspects of the system. Yeah, thank you.
That is all for our presentation. We would like to thank you for your time and attention. If you have any questions or need further clarification, please leave a comment on our video. Thank you for watching. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.